Believe it or not, President Biden and Congress have gotten a ton of shit done over the last few years. Take the Inflation Reduction Act, which passed without any Republican support. It set a minimum 15% tax rate for giant companies, funded the IRS to crack down on tax cheats, extended low-cost health insurance to millions, and made one of the biggest investments in fighting climate change in US history. There's also the bipartisan infrastructure law, which again passed despite a majority of Republicans voting against it. This bill dedicated over $100 billion to repairing roads and bridges, $55 billion to delivering clean water and removing lead pipes, and billions more for improving public transportation. Democrats say these laws improve the lives of everyday Americans and help ensure the rich pay their fair share. But this kind of progress could grind to a halt depending on how the midterms play out. Right now, the Senate is evenly divided at 50-50, with VP Harris casting the tie-breaking vote for the Democrats. And in the House, Democrats have an 8-seat majority. If Republicans win control of the House on Tuesday, their priorities will change. Over the past several months, Republicans have said they'd like to disband the January 6th committee and investigate its committee members, launch investigations into Hunter Biden and the end of the war in Afghanistan, and even try to impeach the president. And that's just the House. If Republicans also take control of the Senate, they'll be able to stop anything Democrats support, like action on climate change and gun violence, and slow down Biden's ability to pick federal judges, including a potential Supreme Court nominee. Republicans will push for a national ban on abortion, making Trump's tax cuts for the wealthy permanent, and ending Social Security and Medicare as we know it. If Democrats are able to hold on to the Senate, it'll be harder to pass legislation, but they'll still be able to confirm judges. And if Democrats control both the Senate and the House, Biden has pledged to codify abortion rights into law. What do you want to see happen? The only way to let your voice be heard is by going out and voting on Tuesday. Find out how to vote at vote.gov.
Emotional regulation is a great skill to develop as soon as you can. Otherwise, you risk ending up in a video like this. Today, we're back with more crazy moments caught on camera of Karens versus judges. Number 3. I believe you. This is Melissa Harvick from Louisville, Kentucky. Her husband has filed a domestic violence order against her. She's appearing in the Wayne County Family Court. Standing in front of the judge, Harvick repeatedly interrupts her husband while he's speaking.
My personal life is your business, John. It has nothing to do with
Miss Hardwick,
no.
You will be held in contempt of this court if you become disruptive.
I don't care. I haven't done anything to this court. I haven't done anything to him.
She will be arrested for contempt of the court.
It doesn't make any difference.
You will serve 10 days for contempt of court. Go now.
Get off of me!
It takes 2 court deputies to remove her from the room. Eventually, this stunt earned her 5 months in jail, and her domestic abuse case was assigned to another judge.
Well, goddamn, that's something you don't motherfucking see. Somebody attacking the motherfucking judge. And that's sad that we living in these times where people are mentally going crazy. I mean, I don't know exactly when this happened, but this looked very recent because it's not an old video. You know what I'm saying? So this is fairly new in the 2000s, I should say. But I just can't believe how people is like, definitely this lady, like, come on now. You know, to be honest, they should have had motherfucking security guards in front of the judge and all this and other stuff, because if she is going to court for some domestic against her husband or ex-husband, you know she ain't afraid to attack a female. So I think they should have had more security on the judge than what they do now.
Number 2. Mouth like a sailor. Unlike the previous defendant, Sherry Lynn is showing up to court remotely today on charges of felony battery and resisting arrest with violence. This is how she answers a routine question.
Have you ever been treated for any mental health issues?
What? Yourself first.
I'm sorry, ma'am?
Yourself.
Okay, well, I'm a little busy right now, so I'm not able to do that. Ma'am, I'm just trying to help you.
Ma'am, he's trying to help you, and please don't use profanity or try and disrupt my courtroom, because I don't want to be forced to hold you in contempt of court. And I'm ordering that you stay away from Cynthia Cuba. Do not have any contact with her, and you must stay away from her home and place of business.
Who is this cunt Cynthia Cuba? Tell me!
I think you allegedly tried to hit with the pliers. The other case... $1,000. Have a nice day, ma'am. I'll try and get you into the hospital.
The incredibly patient judge ordered the irate defendant to pay a $50 fine.
She was like, yo, motherfucker, keep talking all that stuff. Damn, lady. Does it take all that? You know she got mental problems. They need to put her on some goddamn all types of drugs to calm her ass down, cursing like that. Like, man, what is wrong with you? And then for her to just be in the courtroom acting the way she acting, all irate. And I like that judge. She's smooth, she laid back. I remember I did a story where the guy she went to school with happened to pull up in her motherfucking court, you know what I'm saying, house or courtroom. And you know, they had a moment, you know what I'm saying, and she actually looked out for him. I ain't even gonna cap. I ain't even gonna say she didn't, because she actually did, you know. She definitely, I guess, turned his life around.
To pay a $50 fine. Number 1. Adios. Penelope Soto's Karen moment went viral back in 2013 when she was 18 years old. The South Florida teen was arrested on a drug possession charge. Her bond hearing was something for the history books.
Morning, Soto. You're being charged with possession of Xanax.
And it couldn't be more obvious. Then she's asked about her possessions and finances.
What do you own?
I own a lot of jewelry, all right.
How much would you say your jewelry is worth? Well, it's not a joke, you know. We are not in a club now.
Okay, but it's
we are not in a club. Be serious about it.
I'm serious about it. It's worth
Ma'am,
money.
have you had any kind of drugs in the last 24 hours?
Actually, no.
He initially sets her bond at $5,000, but then...
Bye-bye.
Adios.
Come back, ma'am. Come back. Come back. Give me the paper again. Count one will be 10,000.
Are you serious?
I am serious. Adios.
And now, it's going to get ugly.
Come back again. Come back again. Bring her back again.
What's up?
I believe I heard you saying to...
Yes, I did. I'm not going to the...
I believe you... Did you say...
Actually, I
Did you say that?
Yes, sir, I did.
Oh, you did say that?
I'm not
I find you in
denying.
direct criminal contempt. 30 days in the county jail.
But 4 nights later, Soto had a change of heart.
My behavior was very irrational, and I apologize not only to the court and you, but to my family.
So, the kind-hearted judge vacated the sentence, reset her bond at $5,000, and told her that her drug charges will be dropped if she completes a rehabilitation program, which she did.
Details are very sketchy at this moment. We don't know precisely what happened. We don't know the sequence. First of all, the president is safe.
Mere seconds determine the fate of these world leaders. Today, we're covering 3 shocking but unsuccessful assassination attempts that were caught on camera. Number 3. Nicolas Maduro. On August 4th, 2018, Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro was speaking at the National Guard anniversary celebration when explosions were heard.
Ha llegado la hora de la recuperación económica y necesitamos.
What caused the explosion? A video circulated online showed a drone being blown up. Maduro was not injured and gave a statement a couple of hours after the incident.
Han intentado asesinarme el día de hoy y no tengo duda que todo apunta a la derecha, a la ultraderecha venezolana en alianza contra la ultraderecha colombiana y que el nombre de Juan Manuel Santos está detrás de este atentado.
One of the organizers of the failed attack spoke up about his motives.
Why did you think an assassination plot was necessary?
We have tried every peaceful and democratic way to bring an end to this tyranny that dresses itself as democracy. We have friends who are in custody, tortured.
Really? Y'all motherfucking goddamn tried to assassinate this man with a drone? Like it's gonna do something? Oh, let me quit talking. The motherfuckers probably could do something if they thought of it like that. But my thing is, why do these crazy motherfuckers be trying to kill people for, man? Like, come on now. I understand Why y'all can't just let people be who they be? And if you felt like you could do a better job, then you should have worked your way up to be in that position and got with the people, so then we can, or whoever, you know what I'm saying, could vote for you. I don't understand that, but let's see the next one.
Number 2. Ariel Henry. On January 1st, 2022, Haitian Prime Minister Ariel Henry was the target of an unsuccessful assassination attempt while celebrating the country's 218th Independence Day. Henry's guards shielded him from the gunfire and scrambled to get him into his car. He was not injured in the shootout. Henry had pledged to take down powerful gangs who had seized control of much of the gas distribution across Haiti, crippling the country and causing severe gas shortages. Before the incident, a local gang boss had made threats against the prime minister, and arrests were made in connection to the attack.
Well, we know how serious gas is. Definitely not right motherfucking now. Gas is so serious that it's about to be a shortage of diesel from what I heard. And I'm not even surprised, you know what I'm saying, because of how everything is and how the country, is being ran and all this and that. And when COVID got here and how it was handled, and it's just so crazy. But then, you know, I'm not going to get too political, even though these are politically people we talking about. But I still feel it's messed up how things is. And I can just imagine if Haiti was, you know what I'm saying, celebrating over 200 days of being independent, and then these motherfucking gang members trying to fuck it up. I can see why the prime minister was doing what he was doing, because he's just trying to get the country to be better. He tired of being behind in last place, which I could totally agree and relate to.
Number 1. Ronald Reagan. On March 31st, 1981, newly elected U.S. President Ronald Reagan was leaving the Hilton Hotel in Washington, D.C. when shots were fired at him and his entourage. The rounds were discharged by 25-year-old John Hinckley Jr., who was standing in the middle of a group of reporters and quickly overpowered.
Just then, I coughed, and I had a handful of bright red, frothy blood.
One of the bullets struck Reagan under his left armpit, puncturing his lung and narrowly missing his heart.
Do we want to go to the emergency room? George Washington. That's the Roger. George Washington fast. Let's hustle.
During his trial, Hinckley's defense attorneys argued that he suffered from a narcissistic personality disorder. They also claimed he had a pathological obsession with the 1976 film Taxi Driver, where the main character attempts to assassinate a fictional senator, and highlighted Hinckley's infatuation with Jodie Foster.
I felt very shocked, very frightened, and very distressed.
In no uncertain terms that I am doing all of this for your sake. By sacrificing my freedom, and possibly my life, I hope to change your mind about me. This letter is being written an hour before I leave for the Hilton Hotel. Jody, I'm asking you to please look into your heart and at least give me the chance, with this historical deed, to gain your respect and love.
In June 1982, Hinckley was found not guilty by reason of insanity and was placed in St. Elizabeth's Hospital, a mental institution. As of June 15, 2022, Hinckley has been granted unconditional release following a 4-decade journey through the court system.
Damn, so you mean to tell me Brody got out, or can get out, or whatever? You know what I'm saying? He fucking 22 right now. He just got out probably like a couple months ago. That's crazy. He probably old as shit. You know what I'm saying? If this is back in 1981, then he probably like goddamn 85, 90 years old now. And that's crazy. I wonder what do they do with those folks that be locked up for like 40, 50, 60 years. You know what I'm saying? And they get out. You know, they ain't got no money probably or whatever. I don't know. I wonder what they do to them. Like, do they be homeless when they get out? Because they've been in jail, being taken care of, getting 3 meals a day or whatever the fuck they do. Got a bed and shit. So I wonder, what do they do when they let those people out when they've been in there for decades and decades and decades?